When a beautiful young college student vanishes without a trace, the whole world is looking for her. But will one witness who cannot speak lead cops to her killer? Let's find out right now. Happy Thriller Thursday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrollton, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. I hope y'all have a beverage. I hope y'all have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best. And y'all are ready to hear a true crime story with yours truly. And I want to know, are y'all drinking that water? Are y'all staying hydrated? Are y'all getting some exercises in, getting those tickers up? Make sure you have a wonderful day with just a brisk 20-30 minute walk. Make sure y'all drink like gallons of water, dip y'all face in a bucket of ice. Always feel wonderful and fabulous and always looking good. And I know that y'all look good because y'all are my Cajun cuties, and I love all of y'all, and I want y'all to be around forever. So make sure y'all getting those tickers up and staying hydrated. Get those endorphins up first thing in the morning. You're going to have a great morning. And y'all, I'm so excited. It is now May. I love the month of May. May is absolutely my favorite month of the year. April showers bring May flowers. I love it. My dad's birthday's in May. My grandfather's birthday's in May. My nephew's birthday's in May. May is just an incredible month. And to me, it just seems like it's time for summer. I know summer's not until June, but May is kind of, to me, the start of summer. The kids are going to get out of school. How wonderful is that? They're going to spend all summer with us. I love May, and I'm here in May, and I'm just loving the moment. And it also represents something else. A lot of graduations are going on in May this month, and I'm wearing the college I attended, UL, University of Lafayette. Can y'all see it? A wonderful college. And the reason why I'm wearing this today and talking about this case today is because the victim in this case attended the University of Lafayette, Louisiana. Today, we are going to be talking about a case that took place only 3 minutes from my hometown in Lafayette, Louisiana. Today, we are going to be talking about the disappearance and murder of 21-year-old Mickey Shunick. And this case, y'all, was huge, huge. Media outlets covered it. There was even posters of her all over the country. Everyone was looking for Mickey Shunick. And on May 19th, 2012, she disappeared. Mickey was a beautiful, vibrant, happy girl, loved music, horses, her family and friends. She was a delightful young lady who was attending the University of Lafayette, Louisiana. She was having the time of her life. She loved music. And as we all know, in Lafayette, Louisiana, there's several bands, local bands that put on, and Mickey liked stuff like that, which is awesome because Louisiana, we're Cajun country, especially in the heart of Lafayette, Louisiana. But on May 19th of 2012, it was an extremely happy occasion in the Shunick household. Mickey's little brother was graduating from high school on that date. The whole family was getting ready. But guess who wasn't there? Mickey. Mickey never came home from the night before, which was weird because Mickey was extremely responsible, a very responsible girl. She would always tell her family exactly where she was going. And get this, y'all, I love this. This is my favorite part about Mickey. She cycled everywhere. She rode her bike at every chance she could, even if it was 30 minutes to her location. She loved riding her bike, which I think is awesome. I think it's so good. I would love to do something like that. I would definitely fall off the bike, probably get hit by a car or something, no telling. But in my opinion, I think that's great that she just rode her bike all over the place, her home, campus, her friend's house. But that morning, she never came home. The family started to worry because she wouldn't miss her little brother's high school graduation. And it wasn't like her to just not come home. The family starts calling her, texting her, seeing where she is. Nothing. No one has heard from Mickey. The family attends the graduation. They come back from the graduation. There's still no trace of Mickey. The family is calling everyone they could think of. They found out that Mickey was with her friend the night before, and they went to a concert. And then they went to Taco Bell, and around 1:45 a.m., Mickey has her mace, gets on her bicycle, and tells her friend she is riding her bike home. Now, it's around a 20-30 minute bike ride, and it's 1:45 in the morning. But in my opinion, I think Mickey had done this before, and she was armed with her mace, and she was just thinking, like a lot of us young girls, that nothing is going to happen. The roads are lit up. There's still people around. Nothing's going to happen. But where was Mickey? Mickey's family decides to call the police. They know something's not right. They can feel it. This is not like Mickey to just disappear. And the cops come over. They start tracing every step that Mickey has made the night before and the morning of her disappearance. The cops start interviewing family and friends. And like I always say, the cops like to work from the inside out. They want to eliminate all people closest to the victim to make sure they can eliminate them and focus on someone else. Everything checked out. But the friend Mickey was with the night before, they want to make sure nothing happened. So they start tracking down every step that this person has made to make sure that Mickey has left his house. It's now been 2 days since Mickey Shunick disappeared, and the cops are at a standstill. They know what to do. There was no trace of her, no trace of her bicycle, no trace of her phone, nothing. The cops and her family and friends could not locate her. They looked everywhere for Mickey. So the cops tell family and friends, hey, y'all put on your social media if there's some kind of surveillance. Anybody that has surveillance cameras, maybe turn them in just so we can see if we could see her riding her bike anywhere, if she was walking anywhere, did she break down or someone hit her and she's in a ditch somewhere hurt. They were looking everywhere, but no luck until a local bank picked up someone riding their bike. And guess what, y'all? Like I always say, there are witnesses in this world. And most of them, well, these two can't speak. And it is cell phone and surveillance cameras. And on this particular surveillance camera, it shows Mickey riding her bike around, 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes after she left her friend's house. So now the cops can definitely eliminate Mickey's friend she was with the night before, because they now know that Mickey left the house of her friend and was on her route home. Police see Mickey on several local businesses' cameras. They are looking at her every move. And y'all, let me just stop right there and tell y'all, this case was huge. Our little community got together a team and we were looking for Mickey everywhere. I mean, there were posters everywhere, flyers, even Nancy Grace covered the case. It seemed like the whole country was on pursuit to find Mickey. We all wanted to know exactly where Mickey was and to find her safe. That's what our whole little community around the Lafayette area where she was last seen, we all came together and were looking for Mickey. Cops traced every step. All the local cameras saw her everywhere, her whole route. But all of a sudden, there was no more Mickey. There was no evidence of where she was. It just stopped. All appearances of Mickey on those cameras just stopped. Police believe they had the exact location where Mickey stopped appearing on cameras. They formed a search. They went back to that area. They were looking for a hit and run, skid marks, parts of a bicycle, any type of debris to show that maybe it was a hit and run or someone hit her or she had an accident, a bicycle, anything. The cops find absolutely nothing. Again, they're at a standstill. But just like the Kelsey Smith case that I spoke about yesterday, the cops go back to the cameras to research, hey, did we miss something? Did something else happen and we just not seeing it? Let's go back and look. They notice that a white Z71 truck looks like they are following Mickey. Are they? Is that truck that the cops spot and those cameras actually following Mickey? Do the cops have a lead? Is this person responsible for something happening to Mickey? And at the time, there were over 3,000 white Z71 pickup trucks just in Louisiana alone. The cops were like, here we go. We're going to have to start interviewing. Just like Derek Todd Lee, you got a white truck? We are going to want to know exactly where you are on that day. They had another break in the case. And the break in the case was on May 26th of 2012. Mickey's bicycle was found underneath the Whiskey Bay Bridge around the Atchafalaya River. Now, that's 30 miles away from where Mickey was last seen. And it was noticeable that there was damage to her rear tire, like something struck her. Now, we all know that Mickey didn't ride 30 miles down the Whiskey Bay Bridge and then throw her bike over the bridge. This was not a positive outcome, but at least they had Mickey's bicycle. And at that point, when the cops found the bicycle, 12 years ago, I remember this case like it was yesterday. I thought that maybe she was hit by a drunk driver and they were scared because something, like maybe she broke her leg or something. They were just holding her because, they wanted to keep her. They were scared something was going to happen. They drove and threw her bike over the bridge. I mean, I was thinking several different things, but that is what I thought. But cops know Mickey didn't ride her bike 30 miles to the Whiskey Bay Bridge. And the Whiskey Bay, a lot of crimes happen there. A lot of people have thrown bodies, aka Derek Todd Lee, over this bridge because there's a huge current in this bridge and anything can happen. But the water was so low that a fisherman spotted Mickey's bike handles coming up. So they have her bicycle. And looks like the height of the bicycle where it was hit matches the height of a Z71 truck. So the cops are looking for this truck. And on May 31st in Texas, a truck was found burning and the license plate was still there. Now, y'all, if you're going to try to get rid of evidence, why the heck would you leave the license plate on the truck? Like I always say, there is no perfect crime. In my opinion, you can't get away with anything. If you're going to burn your truck to erase evidence, why would you leave the license plate on? Did he forget? Did it just happen? Why? But police take several still shots of that white Z71's truck and see that even though it's kind of blurry, that pickup truck that's burned in Texas matches the license plate found in Lafayette, Louisiana that looked like they were following Mickey the night of her disappearance. So the cops knew that this white Z71 truck has something to do with the disappearance of Mickey Shunick. But where do they start? Cops start looking at cameras all day long on that day Mickey went missing, the day before. And they spotted a white truck that had a board sticking out of it and a white foam ice chest in the bed of the truck. They compared these pictures to the pictures of another Z71 that was spotted throughout Lafayette that day. So they knew that truck during the day and that night was the same truck they found burning because those items were in that truck when it was burning. So the cops have a huge break now. They know the truck burning And the truck that was seen tailing Mickey is the same truck. And they have a license plate. Do they have a person? Detectives run the plate on the truck. And the plates come back to Brandon Scott Laverne. Brandon Scott Laverne is no stranger to the police. He was arrested in 2000 for sexual assault and battery. He was sentenced to 10 years in jail. He is a sex offender. The police want to speak to him. And on July 5th, they bring him in. They want to know, do you have anything to do with the disappearance of Mickey Shunick? Of course, he denied. He's like, oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's over now. I want a lawyer. Yep. But there was so much evidence, y'all. There was so much evidence placing him around that area. And another thing, cops find out that the day after the disappearance of Mickey, Brandon Scott Laverne checked into a New Orleans hospital with stab wounds. They say he was robbed at a convenience store. He was all stabbed up. He needed stitches. He went to New Orleans so they could nurse his wounds in New Orleans. Why? Why was he in the hospital for stab wounds? Because when they tried to talk to him about the robbery, he didn't really want to talk about it. So the cops knows that the day after the disappearance of Mickey, he checked into the New Orleans hospital to fix his stab wounds. Okay, so they have that on him. Finally, they told Brandon Scott Laverne, you either tell us what happened to Mickey or we're not going to take the death penalty off the table. We will take the death penalty off the table if you can tell us exactly what happened to Mickey and we can bring her home to her parents and family. The cops spoke to Mickey's parents. They agreed. They just wanted their little girl home. They just wanted to know exactly where she was. So they took the death penalty off the table. And Brandon Scott Laverne was charged with first-degree murder of Mickey Shunick. We now know that she is deceased. He confessed to everything. He confessed that he followed Mickey. He struck her with the bicycle. He struck her bicycle with his truck. He then persuaded Mickey to go in his truck. He put her bike in the bed of his truck. And when she grabbed her phone to call 911, he threatened her. So Mickey took out her mace and maced him everywhere. So he's trying to drive. He can't see. He's trying to focus. Mickey finds a knife that he has in his truck. She starts stabbing him viciously, getting him in the chest, the back, the shoulder. He somehow grabs the knife from Mickey where the blade is because his fingers are all stitched up. But he then stabs Mickey several times in the chest. Mickey is now slumped over and Brandon Scott Laverne looks for a pulse, can't find one. So he says to himself that Mickey is dead. He drives 30, 40 miles to this cemetery and he is thinking to himself, he has to dump the body. He has to get rid of the body now. He gets out of the truck. He walks to the side where Mickey is. And all of a sudden, Mickey comes to life, lunges at him, stabs him in the chest. And that is when he pulled out his gun and shot Mickey in the head. So Mickey Shunick put up a fight, y'all. She fought for her life. She was doing anything she could to get away from this guy, to escape. But sadly, she died instantly. And do y'all think that this was Brandon Scott Laverne's first murder? Oh no, this wasn't his first murder. In 1999, Brandon Scott Laverne meets 35-year-old single mother Lisa Pat. They spent a couple of days or weeks together. Well, after a while, Lisa says, Brandon, I want to go home. I want to go see my children. He gets enraged and he murders Lisa, dumping her body in Church Point, Louisiana. This is crazy. This man is psychotic. He's a horrible, bad person. Look what he's doing. So he is now responsible for 2 murders around the Lafayette area. But that's not it. He also may be responsible for the disappearance of Ali Laudizer. I hope I'm saying that right, that her last name right. Ali Laudizer. Several tips indicated there was a white truck pulled over in the area where she was last seen. One caller even managed to get the first few digits of the license plate. And the private investigator said those numbers match plates on the truck owned by Brandon Scott Laverne. So, could he be responsible for another disappearance and murder in April of 2010 in Texas? Could this man really be all over the place like this, just like Ted Bundy, killing everybody in different states? Are there more bodies? I wonder. I've always wondered that. If he was responsible for 2 murders, are there more murders and are they solved? My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. No matter what Brandon Scott Laverne says, even though he says he hit Mickey by accident, it was said, I don't think it was an accident. I think he was trolling for a victim that night and he spotted Mickey. Because it was also said, this is all rumors, that he was looking, he had his phone, he was looking for escort services, he was drinking that night, he was looking for someone to be with. I think he saw Mickey, he saw a chance of opportunity. He wanted to get to a place where there was no cameras and there was no lights and there was no houses. And that's where he struck Mickey and, attacked her and killed her and drove her body to another location to bury her. And it is sad. But Louisiana has gotten another sex offender off the street. Another one. And y'all think Brandon Scott Laverne's being good in Angola? Oh, no. He already tried to escape in Angola. He's not a model prisoner. You try to escape in Angola, there's no chance. You're surrounded by gates, German shepherds, alligator swamps. You ain't going nowhere, no. But he tried to escape. And it was also said that he tried to contact one of the victims' families after he was told not to. So he's not a good person, not a good man, not a good prisoner. But another thing that makes me smile, I told y'all my favorite thing about Mickey was her biking. And okay, bear with me. I do a lot of work around the area as a home health rep. And I've seen her bike around the Ponchatoula Hammond area. Her family and friends have put different bicycles places in memory of Mickey. And the one I saw, I think, was painted white. It was Mardi Gras beads or something on it. So, I'm sorry. That is a huge deal because her family and friends are keeping her spirit alive because she loved to bicycle. It was said they even got tattoos of bicycles on their bodies to remember Mickey. I just think that's so heartwarming because, as you all know, I have an 18-year-old daughter in college, and this is my biggest fear. Even for my little 12-year-old, it is my biggest fear that someone has the nerve to kidnap and murder someone, scares the living daylights out of me. But what I love about Mickey is she fought for her life. And I've always said, if somebody approaches me with a gun or anything, y'all gonna have to kill me because I'm not getting in a car with anybody and go and drive somewhere and be tortured or whatever. I'm just gonna, and like Mickey put up a fight. Y'all, she injured him. She put up a fight to anything she could to attack this man. And thank God she did. Because he had to go to the hospital in New Orleans, and that was more evidence against Brandon Scott Laverne. He had stab wounds. And he even admitted she put up a fight. So that's one thing that Mickey was good at. She attacked him. She knew she didn't want to die. She didn't want to be in that truck. She didn't want to get attacked. And I love how our little community here in Lafayette, Louisiana came together. And we formed a search team and we did whatever we could to help her family and friends to find Mickey Shunick. I hope that the family is remembering Mickey in several different ways because I think she was an awesome person. I mean, everything that I've seen about her, read about her, saw pictures, she was always happy and always smiling. I hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope that y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And remember to always, always, always be aware of your surroundings. And like I tell y'all all the time, anything can happen just like that. Always stay safe. Know that I appreciate all of y'all. I am truly grateful. Thank y'all so much. And I love you all very much. And I appreciate all the love and support. Until next time, bye.